I had nothing to do with apartheid. Nothing, nothing, nothing.
Is there anything specific that's...
I had nothing to do with apartheid. Nothing, nothing, nothing. I didn't support it. I didn't participate in it. It wasn't me. We hear the same remix in the US all the time. My family didn't own slaves. I didn't participate in Jim Crow. I didn't support racism. Cool story, bro. But that's not the point. Let's talk about what you're doing now. And that's benefiting from a system. Okay? You're benefiting just because you have the most favored profile. Okay? And then you're refusing to acknowledge that. Don't you enjoy being able to go into a store and not be followed around by loss prevention because you have the favorable profile for that area? You ever deliver Uber Eats to a neighborhood and take a wrong turn and not get shot at because, oh, you're white like everybody else in the neighborhood and we'll give you some grace? Do you enjoy going into Airbnbs without having to worry about a neighbor barging in without even knocking because, oh yeah, they'll give you some grace. They'll give you all the grace you need. See, part of the problem with these YT South Afrikaners coming here, and I'm sorry, most white Americans today, I myself am still coming to grips with a lot of my systemic privilege, okay? Part of the problem is that there's this conflation of acknowledgement with guilt, with generational shame, even though that is not what's expected of us when we're giving acknowledgement. From the moment of our conception, those with white skin get benefit. Look at the stereotypes that are imposed on pregnant people of color. Like the children, before they're even out of the womb, are already stigmatized because their mom is stigmatized. Look at what we're doing to pregnant immigrant mothers. We're stigmatizing them. Automatically, they're only pregnant in here to have an anchor baby. Like just immediately, we're calling them freeloaders on the system. We're calling them a burden on the system. All you're being asked to do is to recognize these inherent benefits that you get. Like, being able to walk around in mostly white spaces without suspicion being brought against you, without being harassed, without being stopped, frisked, and potentially choked to death. See, when you dodge this acknowledgement that you owe, you're not defending yourself or your innocence from having committed the crimes and oppression that put these systems in place that you're benefiting from. Okay? You're defending your comfort. And when you can't even acknowledge that these systems exist because it'll make you feel uncomfortable, you're feeling guilty, by the way. That shame that you don't want to be subjected to is not being imposed by the people that have been oppressed. It's by you and your cognitive dissonance. You're feeling guilty for not acknowledging. You're feeling guilty for feeling helpless in this very large, overarching, oppressive system of existence in America. And when you can't even acknowledge or even name it, won't even speak it, okay, you cannot pretend you're not helping to keep it alive. And this is a lesson that these YT Afrikaners are way behind the curve on compared to many here in the US. We still have a lot of acknowledgement to do, and we're seeing that with MAGA, okay? But at the end of the day, remember, acknowledgement is not guilt. Guilt is not expected. This is not a hard concept to learn. It's your pride. It's your discomfort at being a participant in the system that we live in. And maybe even feeling frustrated you can't change it. And you're just hitting the frustration and you want to avoid the frustration. So that's why you go, I didn't participate. I didn't approve of it. I had nothing to do with it. Acknowledgement is the bare fucking minimum, okay?